At present, he is a freelance management consultant. Prior to this, Dr. Vinod Kumar has held positions of Executive President at Maharishi Institute of Management in India, Director of IMT Ghaziabad, Program Specialist at Colombo Plan Staff College, Singapore, and Chairman of Northern Regional Committee of National Council of Teacher Education, that is of Government of India, etc. He was a Fulbright Scholar at University of Kansas, Lawrence, Kansas, and Research Assistant and then Assistant Professor at Northern Illinois University, DeKalb, Illinois. Professor Kumar has lectured and then Professor Kumar has lectured and done consultancy almost all over the globe. He has held a number of important assignments, that is as a chairman of Center for Management of Education System at IIMC, one-man commission for Heavy Engineering Corporation, member of three-man committee of the Government of India on Central Institute for Rural Electrification, member of the Government of India Committee to start Indian Institute of Tourism and Catering Management, has been a number of committees, boards, etc., including the member of International Resource Panel of Experts of Cost, Finance, and Education of University of California at Berkeley. Besides one of the pioneers of Management of Education System program in India, he has remained Chairman of Management of Education System at IIM Calcutta for 15 years. Dr. Kumar is one of the founding fathers of CAT, that is Common Admission Test. He has organized more than 500 training programs and has lectured in numerous training programs in India as well as in abroad. And currently, Dr. Kumar is working as a chief mentor at Achet Consultants. So friends, we are so lucky to have Dr. Vinod Kumar with us, because I think it would not be just a guest lecture. It would be an interactive session wherein he'll be conducting so many activities for us. So now I would request Nishtha Rawal of MBA 1 to kindly felicitate Dr. Kumar. Thank you so much, Nishtha. Now I would request Dr. Kumar to please start the session. So. And I would also like to thank Director General, sir, for his presence. Thank you so much, sir.
At this stage, I would like to say two words. Gentlemen, if you know, knowledge is of two types. One is what you read in the books, what you have in the various written thing, coded form. Other one is the experience of learned people. So today we have Professor Vinod Kumar with us, and through his introduction you have come to know what kind of personality he is. So the vast experience he has had in various positions which he has held. So we should make use of his experience, his knowledge, which is with him. He will share it with you. So this opportunity of sharing this kind of experience is very rare, and we are providing you the opportunity, and I am sure you will make best use of it. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, DG Sahab.
Thank you.
Please. One part of mine was really missing. I started my career with Harvard University, USA. I had joined there 49 years ago. Rather, next year on 20th of September, I will complete Golden Jubilee of my career. I had joined Harvard when I was 21, and most of the people used to think that I am a student. It was on 20th of September 1963. Besides that, of course, I'd had the opportunity of doing a lot of things, both for India and United States, and for the whole globe when I was with United Nations Development Program. I am as well as you all, each one of you. I am a believer, just like you, that nobody wants to be trained. Not even a child. Not even a child. But everybody is willing to learn. Even a man of 80. I would like to provide you with some kind of learning opportunities and experience. In a classroom like this, one can only lecture. But even within that, I will take the challenge of trying to see that I do something for you beyond that. This one works? ये काम करता है बेटा? Yes, sir. 2 मिनट में बात कर देना है, उसके बाद मैं कुछ काम करूँगा. हमारे ये लगा देना होगा PowerPoint. When I learned that there are 160 students, but I must give you something, therefore I changed yesterday at 10 in the night. They modified my PowerPoint presentation. But definitely I am going to give you something to work also. To start with, I would ask you a small question, each one of you. You would say, ये तो मूर्ख अपने पैर में कुल्हाड़ी मार रहा है, यह कुल्हाड़ी में पैर मार रहा है. दोनों हो सकती है, नहीं भी हो सकती है. Do you think that management education has really achieved something? All the top schools of management are in the United States, right? Are you able to hear me? All the top schools of management are in US, a few in England, very few in number in India, and some other places. But when big economic collapse came in the world, none of these people could either predict it, foresee it, or manage it. Is it not? There's something wrong somewhere? So, I'll start with one press people. What happened was, I was waiting at the airport, Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam. And people knew me because I was Vice Chancellor in Holland for some time. So, they said, Dr. Kumar. I said, yes. And they know that my profession is here with my heart. They knew it. Dr. Kumar, I said, yes. Your science has failed. You know the way press people ask. I said, yes or no, tell me. And then they repeated the question which I just mentioned to you. They said, all top schools of engineering and management are in the United States. I said, yes, and most of them are my students also. But they neither could prevent nor they are managing the post-global economic and later political turmoil. I said yes and no. And what was my reply? And then from there I will begin. My reply was, yes, in a sense it has failed. Because you cannot keep teaching truncated system. The present management's education had become truncated in the United States. I have studied there, I have worked there, but reality. They are superb in professionalism. Nobody can compete with them. Nobody. But slowly and slowly they became myopic. Only on one point. Making money, developing, return on investment, and no attachment with the organization. Today I am here, I don't like this, I would go somewhere else. Rather, literally no attachment with anybody, even with the family. When I write letters to my friends, I never write, convey my regards to Linda or Pat, because I don't know whether she is still there. But they write to me always saying, convey my regard to Purnima, because they knew that whether this is Chandramukhi or Jwalamukhi, she will be with me always. Psychology is different. Therefore, US professionalism was okay to achieve, but not to maintain under any condition. Something was lacking. And what was lacking was the human touch, the value system, the approach and feeling towards people that was lacking. Therefore I said in my interview, it was not interview at the airport, they had caught me. I said, look, management education you say are all top ones in US and Canada maybe, you have forgotten, I told them, and Europe. And according to you they collapsed. But have you noticed that countries like India, Taiwan, Korea, Thailand, even Cambodia, Vietnam are still standing erect and doing something, and according to no good professional institutions are there. Why so? I said there are two things. A, professional excellence, and another is personal excellence. The professional excellence can be taught in the classroom, but personal excellence comes from my background, my society, my family. You get my point? They teach you, or they don't teach you. Beta aisa karo, waisa karo. No. You see how things are going. You might have seen your dad adjusting. Indians are, what are the strong points of Indians? Tell me. Highly adjustive people. They can adjust under any condition. Okay? And they are the people, once they are convinced, they go out and out to do something. From where they have learnt it? We'll talk about that. Therefore, but the only problem with in India, I have been with the government also, I was with the Minister of HRD. Rather, I am the one who gifted number of IIMs and IITs recently to India. When I was with the Minister, that was my idea besides the CAT. CAT was purely my idea. Later a committee was formed. So you know, my dear friends, 82 to 85, yesterday in the Chamber of Commerce I mentioned it. 82 to 85% Indians are talented people. But out of that, only 6.5% get real quality education, and about 12 to 15% get quality education, and about 20 to 30% get some kind of professional education. Therefore, what happens? Those who do not get education, but they are talented, but they do not get education, they become misfit. There are hardly unfit people in India, but they are misfit people. Therefore, they take a lot of recourse in trying to create problems. It's not that they are useless people, they are brilliant people, but they do not get the opportunity. Anyway, today I would give you something to know till today what society has given to you and how you have retained that. You will see that. Because Binod Kumar cannot just lecture continuously. I can take class for 12, 13 hours, no problem. 6 to 7, 8 hours is just nothing. But meaningless. Why should I? I'll give you something to look at yourself, okay, after some time. But why should I do that? What is there in it? I'll talk about that in a minute. But let me compare the two. You are all Indians, so think that a story which I am going to tell you, if you would have been there. I am going to give you a story of a very big personality of USA. Of course, this is now published as a case. Some of your faculty members might have read it, but I would give you the real one, not the case one. Are you able to hear me, please, at the end? Okay? No problem? चलो. अंधेरा क्यों हो गई पीछे में? Listen carefully, बहुत important चीज है. मैं ऐसी बात बतलाने जा रहा हूं जिसने अमेरिका के एजुकेशन के लाइन के इतिहास को थोड़ा सा बदल दिया. What happened was, one day the president of USA, not USA, sorry, that is my psychopathology. If you are in psychology, you know. The president of Harvard University was seated in a chamber, and from there he could see a couple, not very old but definitely elderly couple, in their 40s, late 40s, early 50s. They were walking. They were dressed shabbily and walking lousily. ये आ जाएगा बेटा तो मैं लगा लूंगा उसको. इसके बाद ये बतला दे. Dressed shabbily, walking lousily, parked car at a wrong place. ये देखकर उस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ यूनिवर्सिटी के दिमाग में आया, डैम इट, कैसे लोग होते हैं, है ना? So he was very uncomfortable. So he called his secretary. Kathy? Yeah. Most of the secretaries speak with nose. Yeah. Can you say I'm coming? Yeah. Eject them. I don't want to see people like that. It gives a very bad feeling. Okay. Then they came. Can we meet the president, please? Now in the US, very good thing is that there are a lot of good things in the US also. That if you want to meet anybody, including the president of the country, if the person is free, you can walk in. So, but the lady said, no, secretary said, no, he is busy. We can wait. And outside, they kept waiting. In every good office, even in India now, there are arrangement of cookies, coffee, tea, etc. that you prepare and take it. But they didn't take anything, except once the gentleman took coffee. That's all. After some time, the lady felt very uncomfortable. You know, when the boss is uncomfortable, the secretary becomes more uncomfortable. Therefore, she went and said, Bill, over there they call everybody first name, including their father. Bill, why can't you meet them and you can eject them in a minute? It's very nauseating for me to see them here. They said, okay, send them. Now ye bahut jaan se sunna, please. They came inside. Yes, tell me what is your problem? Mr. President, is it that we only talk about the problem? Okay, tell me. Can we sit down at least? Yes. Sit down. Tell me, what is your problem? I told you, no problem. Okay, what is that? Mr. President, I had only one son. The student of Harvard. He died in a car crash.
ये इंटरनेट पे कहीं भी देख सकते हैं। ये जो हमने जो अपना वो क्या तारीख है? अब इसमें क्या करा जाएंगे? वेबिनार होंगे ना?
No, no, no.
मेलिंग डिस्क्रिप्शन के लिए वेबसाइट पे डालना है।
Did a memorial for him.
जरूरत नहीं आनी, लेक्चर भी अपने कैसे देखें?
If I allow, everybody who was in Harvard and died, then the whole Harvard will look like a graveyard. Sorry. No, Mr. President, we don't mean that. We can build a good lab, we can build a good, we can build a dormitory, or anything. Over there, the hotel is called dormitory. Or a good library. Tell me, see, what do you want? He laughed. This kind of people talking so great. हिंदुस्तान में है ना?
एक वेबिनार का मैंने वो भेजा है।
चले जाओ तो वैसे ही ट्रीट
आपको एक ईमेल किया है, उस पे किसी फैकल्टी ने एक स्कूल में टेस्ट करना है, लाइव चल रहा है।
That building is this much. 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 It's very good.
देख लो।
First time the lady said something. When you are too biased, your ears stop working. Lady said something, but the gentleman did not hear. The president. Then the husband, he said, okay, Mr. President, what about the whole Harvard? How much is this? He said, this much. And again lady said something which he did not hear. He was not whispering, he was talking normal. Then, thank you, Mr. President. All secretary. Kathy, give me a good cup of coffee. I have ejected. Went out after this dinner. They went to Boston Airport, took a flight, went to San Francisco. Now I'll tell you what the lady had said. If it costs only this much, why not we have our own university? And you know who were they? They were Mr. and Mrs. Stanford. They built a university called Stanford University. Now, by just simple bias, just simple block in mind, he lost so much of opportunity of getting such a huge grant for Harvard. But not only that, created a kind of competitor outside. I'll give you another example also, one small example. You know, now in India it's there, General Motor Company, GM. At one time there was a lot of problem with GM and Ford and in the US. I'm talking about late 60s and early 70s. So there was a consultant team, they were to look after the problems, what is ailing. So we were that time in Chicago. If you know the place, there is a Lake Michigan, and across that is Michigan, where the GM headquarters is there near Detroit. We were in Ypsilanti, a place. That day we went there after completing our total report. The GM personnel, now you call HR, but those days GM personnel. The GM personnel came, said, sorry, Prof, we kept your wedding, but you know, there's a big level leader who has come here. George Minnie was one of the dreaded level leader of the United States. He was the president of US, used to tremble. So George Minnie was there that day. I said, look, if I do not understand what is the impact of George Minnie coming here, then I do not have the right to teach. He said, yes. So we were kept in hotel. There is no guest house system over there. 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 6:30, nobody came. Then my colleagues, the American group, they were very uncomfortable. They said, damn it, we are going back. I was the youngest and that too an Indian. So they said, you make a presentation, we'll see them later. We had come in our own airplane. One of the professor had brought his plane. And in the evening, crossing the Lake Michigan in a small plane, Beechcraft, is a very big problem. So they left. I kept waiting. At 8:30, the personnel director, Charles Jones, came. Over there they call Chuck. Charles is short name, Chuck. He said, sorry, Prof, I kept you waiting. I said, no problem. Now give me your report. And now, he had not looked at the report, but what he says, it must be a superb and brilliant presentation. But I know, spare the rod and spoil the child. Unless you hit these bloody fellows, they are not going to work for you. I'm an emotional person, so I felt very uncomfortable because they were mostly Indian, Chinese and Mexicano people. So, anyway, I gave him the report. I said, we'll come back and talk to you. Then they had a courtesy of arranging their own plane for me to go to Chicago. So I was going to Chicago. In the airplane, I wrote a small note, gave it to the pilot, to give it to Chuck. What I wrote, I'll repeat it to you. It is easy to get work done under threat and punishment. People will work for you for fear of losing their job. They will work better under love and care, and they will bring their heart and soul before you if they are given due respect and recognized as contributors for growth and development. I don't know whether they applied it or not, but later, when the presentation was to be made, I had gone somewhere, South America, so my other colleagues had gone there to make a presentation, and that day I was not there. I had gone to Chile. So they made the presentation, and then later on all the problems were solved anyway, whether it was our report or anything, whatever it is, or automatically. But after a few years, when I went to US, and I was in Michigan, so they saw in the news that Vinod Kumar is here, so he called me. Why can't we have a lunch together? That day I was free. I said, okay. He had become the CEO. When I walked in his room, he had put what I had written, framed it and put it there. I was feeling very great. But one of my friends, Nandakishore Narayan, now he is an American citizen now. He is in New York. He said, Vinod, tu gadha hai. वो तो मैं जानता हूँ, बोल यार आगे बतला दे क्या बात है. बोला वो इसलिए लगा के रखा है कि लोग सोचेंगे कि कितना बड़ा उसका थिंकिंग है, वो अप्लाई नहीं करने वाला. Duality. Are you getting what I am saying? Therefore, you have my feeling, my approach, my consideration for people is something that comes from my childhood. That's called basic. अच्छा, by the way, जब वो पेपर आ जाएगा बतला देना, तो उनको मैं दे दूंगा भरने के लिए, और उसके बाद मैं यहाँ पे प्रेजेंटेशन लगा लूंगा. So, what happens is that from the childhood, I have developed some kind of mindset, and on that basis we operate. What is the role of mindset? Now I'll tell you the success and failure study. बेटा अभी नहीं देना, मैं बतला दूंगा. Success and failure study everywhere, including in India. The background of that I will tell you. What is that? When I came back from United States and joined IIM Calcutta, in my introduction it was